Hello everyone, welcome to Kara's Day Out, and it's your girl Kara. And today I want to talk about 5 things to ask your partner before marriage. I know people have been overlooking the fact that dating is not just about pizza, about let's go out, about the posting, about the gifts, and etc. But I know social media has given us a motion and what we believe to be dating and supposed to be dating. And if somebody's not doing all those things, you feel like, oh, the person is not loving you enough, which is false as far as I'm concerned. And a lot of people end up not asking the necessary questions they need to ask before marriage. So I want to be going through some of the things I believe you should ask. Just 5. There are a lot of them, but I'll be going through just 5 things you need to ask before marriage. So stay tuned. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe already, like, comment, turn on your notification button because you're gonna be wanting it, so that I will know that you're enjoying my content and you want me to give you more. So let's dive in. Number 1, ask about the background. A lot of people feel like, oh, it's not necessary, I'm just marrying him, so what is my concern with where he's coming from, what he's doing, blah blah blah. I feel like it's one of the necessary things you need to ask, because see, if you don't know the background, how would you even come into a place that you don't even know what is happening? Sister, do you want to get into a place and you realize that demons have been chasing all their family members since 1962? No, you don't want to, and you don't want to be chased by demons. You don't want to enter a house that you already have history. They already have history of mad people. Sorry to say, I'm not saying it's someone's fault or anything like that. No, but you need to know why the person or how the person became mad. Of course, if it's through drugs, you know, okay, this one is something that someone did for his or herself, obviously. But if there are a lot of things and a lot of unanswerable questions, please, sister, I beg you to stay back. It's not just for the sisters, but for the guys. You have to check each other's background and know that you are comfortable with each other's background before you go into a relationship. When we talk about background, I'm not just talking about where he's coming from, but also how was he raised. You need to know how he was raised, because trust me, if somebody was raised in a home that everybody is always angry, his dad is always beating his mom, like a lot of chaos is already happening, he's already in a toxic home, don't expect to come and be in a flamboyant and nice home that is peaceful, because not all children raised on violent homes becomes good people in the society. Some of them, those things influence the way they behave, the way they act, and that's how they are going to treat you. That's how they are going to bring their children up. So you need to check, are you cool with how he was raised? Does he even know how to love? Does he know how to care for someone? Does he even know what love means? Because some people don't even know what love, because they've never experienced love growing up. And you need to know, was this person raised based on survival instincts? Because trust me, if he was raised based on survival instincts, the only thing in his head is how to survive. It's not about whoever is around him, it's just how to survive the world. And especially for girls, if a girl is raised based on survival instincts, trust me, she's only looking out for a man that can just cater for all her needs, everything she wants. That's the only thing she'll be going for. She doesn't care about love, because she doesn't know love. She doesn't care about caring, she doesn't care about respect, she doesn't. So a lot of factors actually affect how someone is going to treat you. So you have to check, how were these people raised? Because trust me, if someone was raised in an abusive home, not for just the guys, the girl, I've seen where girls want their boyfriends beating them. Like, yes, they want them beating them, because without beating them they can't even function well. I heard a story recently about a girl that her boyfriend is not a violent type, so she always wants him to beat him. So the only thing they do is that every night before she can sleep, he has to hold her hand, press it for her to cry out loud, then before she can now sleep after crying. Like, you can imagine what I'm saying. So you have to actually know these people. You have to know how they are raised, how they are brought up. You have to really know before you commit into marriage. For the background too, the second point under the background is you have to know how the family were raised. Like, how are they with people? How are they treating people around them? How have they been? How do they treat you that is coming into the home? You have to check all those factors, because if a family don't like you, please, I just feel like you should stay away and prevent yourself all the chaos and all the suffering and all the crying that you have to cry. See, and all the unnecessary prayers you have to now start kabashing for people to like you. They don't like you, move and I believe you can find somebody in the future that is going to like you. I'm still talking about 5 things to ask your partner before marriage, and the second point is genotype. As simple as genotype. A lot of people find it difficult to talk about their genotype. Oh, you can ask for pizza, you can ask for shawarma, you can ask let's go and hang out. You can even come sleep in the guy's house and you cannot ask for genotype. Like, how difficult can that be? Or you just prefer to eat the chicken? Let's be sincere to ourselves. Because genotype is as easy as ABC. You just ask him, what's your genotype? You already know your genotype. So you have to ask. Especially for the AS, I find it difficult that you know that you are AS and you go about dating people without even asking their genotype. You can easily get an AS too. So, and then after falling in love, what next? You break up. Are you happy with that? Because I feel like it's stressful doing all that. Breaking up, coming back, breaking up. Like, aren't you tired of dating multiple people or dating plenty people before you finally find your soulmate? So it's easy before you commit, before you let anybody into your heart, you already know that, okay, this person actually, genotype wise, we are good to go. So it's just for us to make it work between the both of us and see where it goes. You understand? So I don't even understand the fact that you have to get into marriage or wait till when you're being engaged to know about genotype. Like, it's not nice. Know that before anything. Trust me, it's something you should know. I believe it's something you should even ask as a first date question. What's your genotype? So that we know what we are doing from start. My number three point is carry out different tests. A lot of people just wave it. Oh, it's God that protects. It's God that is going to give us children. It's God that will do what? You have to carry on some tests. See, there are a lot of people that, trust me, infections have killed their lifespan, that they can never give birth to any child in this world, and you just carry yourself, your innocent self, go into that marriage, and you realize that you cannot give birth, and they start calling you, especially for the ladies, they start calling you barren and all sorts of names, and it might not just be your own problem. And some of these men, they can be wicked that they even know that they cannot impregnate a girl, and they will bring you and wife you since you're eager to get married and you do not care about all these tests that needs to be carried out. And before you know, you're here childless and you cannot go out, especially for the African culture, except you now want to divorce, and then the world will start seeing you as a mini devil. Because you know where we are, especially in northern Nigeria, divorce is like an abomination where I'm from. So you have to actually put all these things together, because I feel like it's better we break up an engagement than break up a marriage for something that could actually be averted. So just check, carry on a lot of tests, and I'm not saying that it's necessary. There are people that don't want to also have children, so you have to talk about all these things, and which brought me to my fourth point. There are questions. Ask lots of questions. What kind of home are you people raising? What kind of children are you people bringing up? You need to know all these things, because trust me, some people, bringing up a godly child is none of their business. They don't even care what the child wants or what the child intends to serve in the future. So you need to know all these things. If you intend to bring up a godly home, you need to also go for a godly person. You need to know his faith. You need to know a lot of stuff. You need to ask lots of questions. Oh, if I don't give birth, what is your next step? Oh, as careless as those questions might be, they might save you from a lot of danger that you have not seen yet. Yes, the now is the I love you, but after the I love you, then what? You understand? There have to be a lot of understanding with your children. How many children are we going to have? What kind of children are we going to give birth to? How are we going to raise our children? What kind of school are they going to attend? What are we going to do? Are we going to have a joint account? Are we going to have separate accounts? Are we going to how are we going to save for the children? How are we going to save for our rent? There are a lot of questions you need to ask while dating this guy. And I beg you, why dating, even vice versa, both guy and girls, you need to ask a lot of questions, because there are a lot of questions that you need to ask. Marriage is, yes, sweet, but it's not just a bed of roses that you just come and lie down and just be enjoying every day of your life. There are challenges. So when you ask a lot of questions, it helps reduce those challenges. When they come, you can easily just get over them or maneuver over them. You understand? So life is not just sweet, it's a roller coaster, up and down. So when it comes to that down, you know that, okay, you already have an understanding of this person concerning this situation, so you know the way forward from that situation. My last but not the least is know whether you can financially accommodate the second person. You need to know how the person spends. You need to know what the person believe about money. You need to know how the person sees money and view money. You need to know, see, there are a lot of things you need to know when it comes to finances, because trust me, finances have break a lot of homes. Finances have caused a lot of troubles in homes, because why? There are a lot of things that they've ignored. They didn't talk about it during dating. They didn't talk about it before they finally commit. They didn't talk about anything. So now we are in a home, a woman wants to keep her money to herself, and she wants to feed on your money, she wants to clothe on your money, she wants the most expensive hair on your money, she wants the most expensive car on your money, she wants everything about good life but on your money, because she wants to keep her money to herself. She doesn't want, like the saying, my money is my money, your money is our money. So you need to know, is she that kind of a person? And it all boils down to another way of bringing up a child, because if you marry someone that was raised on survival instincts, you don't expect her to now come and calm down and say, oh no, now I'm fine, I don't need anything from this man, I'm now an independent woman, I can take care of myself. Miracles do happen, but no, before the miracle happen, make sure that you know what you are carrying and you can comfortably accommodate such behavior. Because I find it difficult that two people that come from two different backgrounds refuse to ask themselves important question and end up having different issues that can be avoided. So you hear common fights like, oh, she pressed the toothpaste from anywhere, I pressed the toothpaste from down, oh, she didn't give me the gizzard, she wants to be the man in the house. There are a lot of dirty things that happen after marriage, which I believe can be avoided if only it was discussed while dating. I'm a Christian and I kind of believe that people should cohabitate before marriage. So now cohabitation doesn't necessarily mean you guys have to sleep and have sex, please. No, you can be in the same house, separate rooms. You don't need to stay for so long, like come in 1 week, go back, so that you don't get tempted to, of course, have sex with the opposite partner, you get. And of course, I'm not saying you should not be sexually attracted to your wife or your husband. If you're not sexually attracted to them, please don't get married to them, because trust me, the sex life is going to be boring, and sex is one important thing in marriage, and you have to consider sex. When before marriage, you have to know, okay, is she the needy kind of type when it comes to sex? Is he the kind of person that wants to have sex every day, every second, every minute? And trust me, you have to agree that you can actually give him back what he wants, because to avoid future happenings like cheating and, oh, that's why I cheated, that's why I'm doing this, oh, you know, I'm a sex addict, oh, you know, these are things you should discuss while dating, because when it cross over and it's marriage, you have to keep up. And that's why I hate people that pretend, because you pretend, you get tired, and then now you're married, you relax. Oh, now I'm here in the house, he cannot drive me, so I can do whatever I want to. Oh, I'm here in the house, I own her now, I can do whatsoever I want to. It's so disgusting, and I feel like it's really not nice on both parts, because I feel like you have brought somebody all the way from her father's house, change her last name, and you expect to just bring her and then keep her and then start misbehaving. It doesn't make any sense. And same vice versa goes to the guys, to the girl. You accept to date a guy, you accept to marry him, you accept his engagement ring, you accept to say yes I do, and then you're here coming back and then coming to relax. Oh, I can't cook for him anymore, oh, I have done this, oh, you should go and do this. Oh, please, let's talk about this things. And that's why it's necessary to talk about some things. I know people pretend, and it can get to marriage before people start showing their true colors, but a lot of discussion, a lot of questions being asked can actually help you to know the kind of person, to some extent, the person is before the wedding. So you decide whether you want to go on with it, you can tolerate these things or not, before you finally jump into it. So I believe in these few points you've learned one or two from this video. If you have, kindly give me a thumb up so that I'll know that, okay, I actually stated some things that you actually enjoyed and you want me to keep it up. Please do not hesitate to like, comment, please subscribe. If you've not subscribed yet up till now, please kindly subscribe and help my ministry already. Until next time, I remain your favorite girl, Wealthy Kara, and bye bye.